do some research.
They could do that. That is correct.
And that would help,
Yes.
even though the attorney would have to supervise it. And also I think maybe for a draw, because they get some of their student loans forgiven. Just saying.
Well,
That's a big draw.
I don't know if that's still the case presently. That
because
used to be a nice draw, but, you know, with things changing so much now on the federal level, we'd have to look into that to make sure that that program is still in place.
Okay, I want to go to Blight court type situation. Do we pay the administrative hearing officers?
Yes.
Okay. And we only have one day of Blight court a month, basically?
That's my understanding.
Okay, that doesn't seems like we should have more. Is that, do we know, is it because there's a hang-up in, down in the Blight office for getting those cases, or does anybody know?
I don't think that there's a hang-up in the Blight court department. I think that it depends on how many tickets have been written, trying to make sure we're efficient and having Blight court on particular days for the two Blight hearing officers. So, and sometimes it could be more than once a month, depending on how many tickets they have.
Okay.
So it fluctuates.
Because I will say that for 3514 Pitkin, I called on that. And I said, why hasn't this gone to court? I know there's been several tickets on it. And that's when, oh yeah, we need to send it. So I just want to bring that up, that I'm the one who followed up on that to make sure that that got processed. And I've got a couple other houses that I have the same issues.
So just on that note, it would not be efficient for the hearing officers to have like one or two cases.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what I'm just following up, because I can see that now in the last year, we don't have a lot of Blight tickets issued, but we were down NSOs. So I can see where the cases would be lower this year. Now I want to know, and I think this goes to you, Ms. Sparrow, is the houses that, we have houses that are condemned, but people are still living in them due to lack of water, lack of heat. Would those cases be going through you?
Absolutely.
And do you get many of those? Because, I mean, any other city would not tolerate people living in homes without heat and water.
It really is a function of the number of people we have in our office. And we just don't have enough to do the amount of work that needs to be done. Nor does Blight have enough people to do the amount of work that needs to be done.
Absolutely.
There are probably hundreds of homes in this city that really shouldn't have anybody in it. I think BSI has enough guys to write the tickets. In fact, just last week I sent an email out to Mike. I said, you got to slow down because you're going to swamp us and overwhelm us because we just don't have the numbers to write the motions that need to be written. And then even if we can get the orders, then it falls on the Blight department to get it cleaned up. And I don't know, I can't speak for Mr. Arnold, Mr. Brown, but I don't think they have the resources to take care of all the homes that need to be taken care of. So there needs to be it's a money issue and it's a manpower issue.
Yep, and the reason why I mention that is because I think most of my complaints are people living in condemned homes.
Yeah,
And it's important that it's part of making this city, this place, a better place to live. So it's all about money. Of course. What about the suits and settlements fund? Do we transfer that money into that every year? A portion of the general fund into that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
And how much, do we know what the fund balance is in that right now?
I get that for you, I don't have it on top of my head, but we have a sizable fund balance for settlements.
How much do we transfer into it every year?
That's a complicated question.
I get it. Those are my questions, those are questions that I had. So we've got it's 5:54. I don't have any other questions. Do you have any follow-ups? You answered. I know, and you had, some of the questions I had, she asked. That's why I let her go first. And then as I'm thinking of other ones that, you know, I've got them in already. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time.
Well, I do want to say thank you also, and again, I do want to thank my staff. They are awesome, and you know, working in the city attorney's office, it is a thankless job. But they work so hard to get through the cases, to work with your client departments, and so I think they're doing a phenomenal job, and we certainly need more staff. But with the level of experience and their hard work, we're doing over and above, I think, what the city requires of us.
I don't want to lose anybody, so. And I like everyone I know. So thank you very much. Time is 5:55 and this hearing is now over.